Bum, bum, bum. All right. Yeah, I don't know, we'll go like, we'll play for like 10 minutes and then afterwards just have a conversation.
Yes,
Well, good.
I was here asking that, like, I, I remember asking it even during your live session about how you like prepare for a scene and how you like get into the zone. That's something that I find challenging. I really wanted to see. I know this is not something that you would need to prepare for, but it would be really cool if we could do that together.
Well, it's different how I prepare.
Right.
Sometimes it's just like this, like getting to have a conversation with someone or catch up. Sometimes it might be like I have to do a physical warm up. Yeah, it's all really and also it's different where I am in my improv journey. I think when I was younger, I really wanted to like do like zip zap zop or something like that, and now I can do it, and if people want to warm up that way, that's fine with me, but I don't necessarily have to have like an improv warm up to warm up.
Cool, 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 cool.
What do you need?
Uh, yeah, I'm really excited about the scene. Like I've been planning and like so many permutation combinations in my head, and now that it's finally happening, I'm like super nervous and yeah.
I mean, I'm nervous too.
All my playback things are like peeping out from across the room.
Are you okay with how the light is? Like the light's coming down. Do you want to move your camera at all, or are you okay with it?
I think this should do it.
I mean, it's just coming from the light overhead, so if
Yeah.
it doesn't bother me.
I think that's too little light. Ah,
There.
it's that. This is that.
Yeah.
Better?
I mean,
Cool.
it doesn't bother me either way. It's whatever you're comfortable with.
Yes.
And it's 10 o'clock, right? It's night.
Let's rock and roll.
Yeah, I love it. Let's rock and roll. I'll bring us on Facebook, and then I'll tell you how many suggestions we got, and then just
Yes.
yeah, and then you just pick a number, and then we'll just go. Uh, I'll say what the suggestion is, and then we'll just go.
Let's do this.
Let's see. One, two, bum bum. Uh, it's been very warm here, like unseasonably warm.
It's pouring over here.
Is it?
The entire day it's been raining really heavily, and as we speak, it's pouring down again.
Is it really? We don't get rain where I am. We don't get rain a ton.
Hmm.
So, yeah, we don't. If it rains here in Los Angeles, people start to kind of freak out. Uh, it's just so funny. It's so funny that people do that. Like they get so like caught off guard.
Hmm. I think where I was born, like that's Gujarat, that's the west of India. It's really arid and dry, and where I come from, that's like south of India, Kerala. It is really lush, green, heavy rains, thunder showers that just disappear into the soil. Like the next day when you wake up, you never would guess that it was pouring the way it was pouring the night before. Yeah.
Oh, and that greenery, like it doesn't get super green. That's one thing I miss is it's not quite as green here just because of the lack of rain.
Yeah.
We have one, two. Okay, pick a number. To 85.
Ooh, okay. I would like to pick number 57.
37? 57.
57.
When I was a kid and playing American football, one year I played when I was a young kid, my number was 57.
Ah, so cool.
Oh, this is a good one here. All right, 57. Let's see. Here we go. One. All right. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Let's see. 9, 10, 11, 12. I love it. 13, 14. Let's see. 21, 24, 27, 31, 34, 37, 31, 34, 37, 39, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, this comes from Christian, and our suggestion is smiling saves my day. Smiling saves my day. Thanks, Christian. Hmm.
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 We can keep smiling all day, no?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah. We don't need to get anywhere, do anything. Just
Maybe.
nice.
Yeah. Maybe we're already where we need to be.
Is there something you want to tell me?
There is. Um,
What is it?
I don't take enough time to just sit. I don't feel like I can just sit and do nothing, but right now with you, I feel like there's nothing I want to do. So thank you.
Hmm. Yeah, there is joy
Yeah.
in just like being in the moment and connecting with someone. Like, yeah,
I mean, I always feel like I'm not doing enough. Like I got this to-do list and I look at it every day and it's like I don't think I'm ever going to finish because anytime I finish something, I put something else on it. So I'm always trying to finish a to-do list and sitting with you, it's like this is the to-do. And that's very important is to just sit and do nothing. Did did you want to say something? I mean, you look like you want to say something to me.
I actually would sing a song.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. You fill up my senses like a night in the forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain. I love that.
Yeah.
No, no, keep going, don't stop.
I can't remember the words for the life of me, but this is so
Well,
perfect.
sing.
Yeah, I it matter.
Don't sing the lyrics you're supposed to remember. Sing the lyrics you want to sing. Doesn't even have to rhyme. Sing whatever you want to sing, and if you don't want to sing anything, hum. That's fine too. You bring me my coffee. You put cream right in it.
Dun, dun,
You you bring me a jacket, even if I don't fit it.
dun, dun, dun,
Dun,
dun.
dun. It's good to laugh. I forget how good it is to laugh.
Yeah, with all that's happening around us,
Yeah.
we need some moments of just chilling and smiling and looking at one another like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's it's very hard to just be in the moment because, my brain can start thinking of other stuff and I miss out on the joy and I miss out on smiling and I sometimes think I should be, I got a to-do list. I should be doing other things and no, I don't think anything's more important than what is happening right now.
And I remember something that you had said once to like look deeply into the eyes of the person, into the color of the iris. That really stayed with me. I mean, there's something really special about that.
What color are my eyes?
I think it's like sea green. It's one of my favorite colors.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's for mine.
Yours are brown. Yours are dark.
Some days they're brown and some days they're black. I think it goes with my mom. Yeah, but you're right. Brown for sure. Light brown.
Well, mine too. Some days my eyes are green, some day my eyes are blue, and it's dependent on what I'm wearing that it'll change colors.
You are a blue-eyed boy.
My eyes, they are blue, and and sometimes they're green.
Do,
So-
do, do.
Sometimes when I'm with you, I don't want to be mean. Do, 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 do,
Sometimes when I am here,
do.
I wonder where I should be.
Yes.
But when I just crave for magic it
Oh,
is.
nice.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to tell me?
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Like of all the scenarios I had about how we're going to spend today evening, this is not what I had planned. This is perfect.
I you want to see something? I had a whole list of stuff I had planned, and none of this compares to what happened. So I'm just gonna let today's the day. I'm gonna let the plan go and just appreciate what it is. Yes.
Yeah.
Throw it away.
Yeah.
Scene. Oh yay! Oh, how great!
Oh, yeah.
I love the singing.
Thank you.
You do musical improv or musical theater? Because you've got a great singing voice.
Thank you. I just started improv, Jay, during the pandemic, and that's I'm finding my way to musical improv. Yes, I'm very attracted to it.
What made you start now? Why during a pandemic?
Um, I didn't know about improv. I have been working in the arts sector for like about 10 years,
Yeah.
and with various organizations which was looking at how could arts education be brought to children. And so my work with STICMACE was like how does classical art be brought to the school and the college, and with Atakalari it was how contemporary dance could be brought to young people who are interested to pursue that as a career. And music was something like I pursued in the choir all through school and college. But I never heard about improv. And I like, yeah, never in school, never in college. And I heard about playback theater first. And I started attending shows by citylamps, and that's where it started. And during the pandemic, Improv Comedy Bar was hosting so many workshops, and that's how I got hooked onto it. And yeah, it's
I mean, City Lamps does some of the most beautiful theater I've seen. They did the best improv show I've seen by far was something they did, and I was a part of the audience online. It blew me away. It was so beautiful and musical and touching, and it was all improvised, but it had a definite style to it. I mean, I fell in love with City Lamps. That group's amazing.
thank you. Yes, thank you for being there. Thank you for being like such a warm supporter for us. It's been a beautiful journey.
It's so because it's theatrical. What you do is theatrical, and also like there are moments of humor that might pop up, but that's not the goal. The goal is to tell this story in different ways, in beautiful ways. And then we had breakout sessions where we discussed things as audience members. It really made it more connected to the piece than anything I've seen. I think it's just beautiful.
I think a shout out also to Laxmi. Like the pandemic hit different people in different ways, but she made it like a community project and like just brought it out to so so many people, and I have certainly benefited from her generosity of making the form so accessible to see the workshops. And now I can safely say I eat, drink, sleep, pay back, and improv.
Well, that's great. And like Lakshmi is such a big and what this pandemic has done is it's allowed more people to experience like her style, her teaching, her format, and then that has branched out to so many other people. Like the improv comedy Bangalore scene and City Lamps and Adamant Eves, like they are just doing tremendously inspiring work right now that we never would have had as easy of an opportunity to connect with if there wasn't this pandemic. So I think it's a huge silver lining.
Yes, and leaders like you, I think every 10-minute scene that you've held space, it has really given like one entire skill. Like one gets to know, oh, okay, that person is there, and that is person's technique and form, and it's made it so accessible. Like I couldn't imagine like seeing the who's who of improv and like getting into a jam room with them and like someone like Andrew, like all the way from Europe, like if you're interested in musical, you could try these exercises daily and check that person out. Or it's been the whole community has come together and lifted one another in supporting something they're really passionate about, and that is really inspiring. Kudos to all the improvisers who made that happen.
I mean, what does this world need more now than that, right? People to come together, support each other, lift each other up, be a situation where, you're helping someone, especially now with the trauma that's happening in the world and people's personal trauma and the lack of connection, and how do we connect and how do we take this world that's so big and shrink it a little bit so we have more empathy, so we experience more people's stories, so we allow room for people to come and bring their whole selves here, and they don't have to hide who they are, but they can really explore who they are and find other people who are like them as well and go, oh, you share a similar background or you share that story. And then that to me is that power of what improv does.
Yeah. And it's like when you are weaving a textile, you think that they are all so very different colors, but they make the same cloth and they have the same texture. Like the core material for all of us is, I think, what playback like blows up, because you think that, oh, I'm so different and I have these experiences, but the red thread is similar to our stories, and that's moves us so much, and that's why we need more art and education and access to it from audience. Yeah.
I mean, I'm giving you a standing ovation because I think that's right on. It's like you're a red thread, I'm a red thread, and then we take all these. It's not dropping who you are to fit in. It's bringing who you are to this, and the arts is the thing that people turn to in moments of joy, in moments of trauma. They turn to the arts to help get them through, and as we become an adult, people tell us it's not important, and it's like, no, dealing in the community and using arts to enrich people's lives, you see the importance of it on a daily basis and how it brings people to life.
Yeah, for sure.
What's the best way if people want to like connect with you, if they want to follow shows and things you're doing online? Like what is the best way for them to do that?
Came to Anisha on Instagram would be the best way to get in touch with me, and you're on Facebook for some time maybe. Anisha Pucadyil, yes.
Well, I had such a blast playing with you, and whether it's another virtual scene or it's in person live one day, I cannot wait to play again. This was so great. Thanks for taking time out and staying up for this.
I can't wait for you to come to India, Jay, because I think you're like this Indian Shah Rukh Khan, and I don't know if you've seen any of the scenes where Shah Rukh Khan comes to wave, and I can imagine that when you come to India, the stampede that will happen, And yeah, it's really, really exciting what you're doing, and it's so lovely to follow all that you do.
Ah,
I also want to give a shout out to Shruthi Vishwanathan, who has been making the pandemic bearable by like every day holding space and community music, wherein she shares folk music from Kabir and across the world. And yeah, that's something that really brought back to, I can sing anything. It doesn't have to be that perfect note, which has been lovely for me.
well, when you're a kid, I had a teacher once who said in class was like, raise your hand if you can sing. And like 2 out of 10 people kind of sheepishly raised their hand. And he's like, raise your hand if you can dance. And then a couple people. And he said, when you're 5 years old, everybody's hand goes up. So we can do it, but we start trying to make it, more perfect. Yeah. And it's like, we can sing and we do it all the time. So it's up to us to kind of help people feel safe enough, I guess, to do it more.
Yes, for sure.
All right. Well, thank you for those kind words, and we will talk again soon, my friend.
Thank you, Dave.
Bye.